Next to insert comment, we have our text alignment, of course, left align, center, and right. And if you're never sure what the icons are, if you just hold your cursor over, it will show it for you. We have our justified. Here's our blind spacing. Now we come to our list, number list, bulleted list, our decrease indent and increase indent. This is our clear format. If we want to take all the formatting away and just make it a basic text, okay? And of course, here is our modes. Now, if I was in a document and I wanted to edit a document, that's what I'm in now. I can go ahead and physically make changes. But if I was in a document, I was working with someone and I just wanted to make suggestions, okay? And as you can see, the mode, the color has changed. I can click, and if, say, I wanted them not to save into your September classwork folder, I can then just erase, and as you can see, a comment box comes up, or I should say suggestion box, and it gives my suggestions off to the side. Okay, now the person who would then view this, if they want to accept my suggestion, they would just select the accept suggestion, or if they want to reject it and hit the X, all right, just keep it as is. And lastly, if I just wanted to read or to view before I print, I would hit viewing so I don't make any changes by mistake and go ahead and just read it through before I print. But I'm going to keep it in the edit. Okay, so that is your formatting toolbar right across here. If we go into these file, edit, view, insert, format, etc., these are called your tabs. If I go into insert tab, just to go through a few of them, of course, we have our header and footer. Okay, at the bottom, we have our page break, which manually ends pages and begins a new one. We have our page numbers here, and it gives us the location if you wanted to put it at the top right, bottom right, etc. And we also have footnotes. Oops, excuse me, I accidentally inserted the footnote, but I wanted to show you. If I wanted to go back, insert, and we have our footnote here, which would be good for you when you're writing actual research papers, and if your teacher wants you to do footnotes, you have it here as well. Of course, inserting a table, okay, and I can just, very similar to Word, sketch out how many rows and columns I want. And the last part in this insert tab I wanted to show you is image. And the cool thing about this is, of course, I can upload an image, or if I have a webcam, I could take a snapshot, I should say, and this will take the webcam image and put it right to my document, which is really cool. But if I select search, give it a second to load. All right, here we go. Of course, Google Docs run by Google. I can search whatever I want in here, and I can use Google. I can also use Life images or just regular stock images, but you don't have to go to google.com and then click and save and paste. It's all seamlessly included in Google Docs. So if I was looking up, type in again, classroom, hit search, all right, and I could just double click on any of these pictures and it goes right into my document. I can also search by color. So say I want a classroom that was majority green or had green in it. You can see this one has some trees. This shows the green chalkboards, etc. I can also look by color, which is really neat. So that's the insert tab. We'll get more into depth, and we do want to show you a few things that I'll show in class. Kind of harder to show on videos. What Google Docs also has is references. And with references, you can access reference material without leaving Google Docs. It's all included in the software. So if I go to this Tools tab, I have Research, which searches for information and images. So here previously I was looking for September, okay? And whatever you search here, it gives me Google search to websites, just like you would if you were in google.com. And the cool thing about it, let's go here, I can preview the website here and have an idea of what it looks like, and I can insert the link. And what the cool thing is if this was a website that I use and that I like, I can hit cite, and what that does, it automatically, if you can see here, inserts a footnote, and at the bottom it cites that website for me. So no needing to go to third party websites. If I hit this drop down here, I can filter it, right? Images that are not filtered by license and are free to use, important when you're in business. But for my citation format, I could be looking at MLA, APA, Chicago, whatever your teacher is asking for. Okay, so I can filter my information, and if I hit this drop down next to the Google icon that says filter results, I can look up everything from images to only scholarly articles to just quotes to only the dictionary. So this research tab is pretty cool how it's all integrated with Google Docs. All right, and we also have in tools what's called dictionary. And if you go to tools and define, I got ahead of myself. Okay, changes the research to only the dictionary, and you can look up here and type in whatever word you want. Or, for example, if I highlight a word here and not sure what it means, I can go to tools and define. As you can see, Google is working to define it here for me. And what I can do is, if I like this definition here, I can click, let me highlight, apologize, and I can click and drag the definition into my document. And of course I would change the formatting, but another idea that Google has for us. So let me go back, get rid of that. Okay. Lastly, Google automatically saves its changes. As you can see throughout this video, this comes up that says all changes saved to Drive. Okay. Spell check is automatically done for you as you type, which is neat. You don't have to go to a certain icon like in Word. Okay. And the last thing I want to show you, if you ever were on a document and say you erased it by accident, or you liked a different file that you worked on a couple of days prior, Google stores all of the different revisions. And to go there, you go to File and see Revision History. And every time I stopped and paused, Google has all of the different revisions. So you can see I worked on this document last year. It's now August, but last year in September, and I can click and get previews of the different revisions in times I stop. And at any point in time, if I want to restore these visions, if I select restore this revision, it will restore that and save over it. So really cool. If you ever messed up or you added a paragraph that you want to take out, you don't have to manually do it. You can always go back, and this kind of gives you a sense of ease that everything is saved as soon as you started, just like I've seen here, as you can see here, to where you are now in the present time. So kind of basic parts to Google Docs. We'll go more detail with a few other things I want to show in class. And I'll see you all then.